everyone, I'm Lily. I'm 8. Today I'm going to read a story. The title of this story is The Empty Pot. A long time ago in China, there was a boy named Chen. He lived with his mother in a wooden house in a countryside village. Their house was very small, but their garden was always full of beautiful flowers and other plants. Chen's mother had planted the garden before Chen was born. She taught him everything she knew about gardening. The Emperor of China was a very old man. He had no children of his own. He worried about who would become the next emperor and what would happen to his country. The emperor, he decided to choose the next emperor from among the children of his empire. One day, the emperor announced that the people of China should bring their children to his palace. The emperor revealed his plan to the crowd that had gathered. He declared, "I will provide a flower seed to any child who wants one." Take the seed hole and plant it in a pot. In a year's time, come back to the palace with your pot, and I will select the next emperor. Chen lined up with the other children to get a seat. He could hardly contain his excitement. Chen treated his seed with great care. He carried it home in a silk pouch. He planted the seed in a little clay pot in his garden, covered it with soil, and gave it water. Day passed, but the little seed didn't sprout. Chen put the seed in a bigger pot of fine china. He moved the pot to the sunniest corner of the garden. Weeks passed, but the little seed didn't sprout. Chen carried his pot 5 miles to a well that was famous for having sweet, fresh water. Months passed, but the little seed didn't sprout. He kept his pet cricket next to the pot so the seed could hear its sweet nighttime chirp. Seasons passed, but the little seed still didn't sprout. A year went by. It was time to bring the pot back to the emperor's palace. Chen felt downcast and glum. His seed hadn't sprout at all. His wise mother found him weeping in the garden. "You did your best," she said to Chen with encouragement. "I am very proud of you. Bring your pot to the emperor and tell him what happened." Children arrived at the emperor's palace with a pot full of flowers. Each pot seemed to hold flowers more beautiful than the last. Chen looked down at his own empty pot and wanted to run back home. He calmed himself down, remembering his mother's words. He decided to stay where he is. The emperor walked slowly through the crowd of children and flowers, studying each child in a pot as he went. Something was wrong. The emperor didn't look pleased. In fact, it seemed as though the prettier the flower, the angrier he became. At last, He came to Chen and his empty pot. What's this? The emperor demanded. Why is your pot empty? Chen hung his head in shame. I'm sorry. I put the seed in a pot but it didn't grow. I put it in a bigger, fancier pot, but it still didn't grow. I made sure it had plenty of water and sunlight. I gave it the freshest water. I even let my cricket keep it company at night. Still, it would not grow. I tried my best. Suddenly, to his surprise, Chen heard the emperor shout, I found him! I discovered the child worthy of becoming the next emperor. I don't know how the rest of you grew your flowers. The seed I gave everyone were boiled. They couldn't have never sprouted. But this honest, bright child told me the simple truth. He's used his best effort to try to grow the seed. These are the qualities I want to see in the next emperor. Chen and his mother went to live in the palace. Every day, the emperor and Chen worked in the palace garden together. When Chen became emperor, he cared for China just as he had always cared for his own garden. Chen felt excited when the emperor hands out seeds because he is good at gardening and think he will grow a beautiful flower. B, he has all his money to learn how to garden. C, it will be the first seed Chen who has ever planted. D, he wants to grow food to feed his family. I. What lesson can reader learn from the empty pot? A, it is important to be thankful for all you have. B, being friendly is the best way to get what you want. C, living an honest and truthful life is the best way to live. D, when things aren't going your way, you can cheat and make them better. C, why is Chen's mother described as wise? A, she is very good at gardening. B, she knows the emperor's secret plan. C, she tells Chen to cheat and grow a new flower. D, she encourages Chen to be honest with the emperor. D, what is Chen's problem in the story? A, no matter what he does, his seeds will not grow. B, he has not given a seed by the emperor. C, his mother wants him to plant a new flower seed. D, Chen wants to lie to the emperor about the seed. A, what is another word for weeping? A, laughing. B, crying. C, shopping. D, dreaming. B, how does the emperor feel when he saw all the chosen flower? A, upset. B, excited. C, joyful. D, appreciative. A, who is the main character in the story? A, Chen. B, the children of China. C, Chen's mother. D, the emperor. A, why did the emperor give boiled seed to all the children? B, A, to play a trick on the children of China. B, to see which children would be honest about their seed not growing. C, to find the child who could grow the most beautiful flower. D, to reward the children of China for all of their hard work. I choose B. A word that means the same as honest is A, kind. B, empty. C, truthful. D, miserable. I choose C. How did Chen's mother feel about her son's honesty? A, frustrated. B, disappointed. C, angry. D, proud. I should see.
Great job on a perfect score.
I got 10 out of 10 correct. The end. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.